Hi, and welcome everyone. Today we're going to talk about how to still manifest while under stress. So, if you're finding yourself stressed, if you're finding yourself trying to manifest in the midst of all this craziness, then stay tuned because that's what we're getting into today. Hey guys, welcome back. You caught me while I was still trying to de-stress and cleanse this energy. But anyhow, let's get right into it today. So have you been finding yourself stressed? Because I know I have. Feeling overwhelmed? That's definitely the case over here. Today has been a crazy day. And lately, I'm sure many of you guys can agree, it's been kind of crazy times, hasn't it? Don't you think? I sure do. So anyhow, this is what I've been doing. I'm just going to be very real with you, okay? So if I make mistakes, just know it's because I'm also stressed and also overwhelmed. But I want to share with you my techniques, the things that I use to help me continue to stay on track and continue to manifest those things I want. All right? So this is what the situation is. Let's bring it on over. And as you guys see, we have SWO. I want you to comment below what you think those stand for. All right? And so we'll start with S. So S stands for stillness. Stillness. All right. So let's talk a little bit about stillness. Have you ever found yourself in a place, in a moment in time where, you want to try to make a decision, but you find yourself incapable of making the decision because there's just too many thoughts coming in, too many factors to take into account? Well, you know what helps us in that moment, what I do? Well, you guys already know that I breathe, right? But I know we all breathe, right? But I mean, like our deep breathing, right? But really, what helps me, and I know this is what's going to help you, if you find yourself in that situation, right? You can confirm that that's the case. It is taking a minute or two to meditate. I know that sounds crazy. Why would you, in the middle of a rush, in the middle of the craziness of life, take time to meditate? And I'll tell you why. Because it is the main thing that is going to help you to quiet the mind and bring stillness and peace and centeredness into your life. So I have a boss who taught me a little tip, a little secret that helps so much. In the midst of the craziness and the overwhelming feelings and when the anxiety starts to build up, what he said to me is, go lock yourself up in the bathroom, go lock yourself up in the room, wherever you can, and then just close your eyes and count from 60 down to 0. And as you just focus on your breath and you focus on the numbers, it's only 60 seconds, okay? The world is not going to end in 60 seconds. Whatever the situation that is there will still be there 60 seconds later. So take those 60 seconds, okay? And so we count from 60 to 0. And then we go and we count from 0 back to 60. And as we have our intentions being to wake back up and come back in. So those 2 minutes that I take makes a world of a difference. I'm able to think more clearly. I'm able to make decisions easier because I am not having a scattered brain because of all this extra chaos that's happening in your day and in your life. So just take that time to be still. It'd be great if you could make a daily practice of it. But this is a technique that I use right in the midst of it when things are chaotic. And I'm like, nope, I can't let my energy, my frequency lower. I gotta be still. So let's go ahead and move on to number 2, because even though you might be able to still quiet that mind, see, the main problem I see is that people lose track of their why. Oh boy, how many times has this actually brought me back? So you're in the midst of your manifestation and everything is going great and you're feeling motivated and you're feeling excited and you're bringing things and you're seeing how they're being pulled into your life. But then stress comes in, anxiety comes in, all these things build up and you're like, and you know what? You've gone, okay, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna listen, I'm gonna take a deep breath, I'm gonna center myself, I'm gonna take a minute of meditation. But then you come back and you're going, I don't even know why I'm doing this. I don't even know. And this is why, before you even begin to manifest, it is so important to go ahead and write down that why. Don't just say it, write it. So when this moment happens, when we are feeling overwhelmed and stressed and just like we don't know what to do, we go back to that why. What's your why? Why don't you take a moment right now and write it down in the comments? Just for starters. If you have a pen and paper, if you have somewhere to write it on, write it there. Otherwise, write it in the comments. What is your why? Because the problem I see is that people lose track of their why. And this is how we fix it. The way we fix this problem is we write it down. We put it in different places in our home. We make it visible. So that way, whenever these moments come, we're prepared. And we don't let our frequency lower. And we stay in that track of manifestation. So let me be honest with you. This is a new journey for me. And being on YouTube can be stressful because it takes a lot of time and dedication and energy. And there's a lot of passion that goes behind the work that I do, the work that many YouTubers do, because we have a mission of wanting to send out a message. Now, here's the thing. When I go back to my why is you. And that is what makes this all better. My why is knowing that I am helping you heal, manifest, and connect to your higher self, to your true self, to your deity, and to this earth, this beautiful earth that we live in, that we wouldn't be here without. And this is what brings me peace. And this is what brings me joy. And so when I remember my why, this moment of stress, it doesn't matter. I'm able to overlook it. I'm able to move aside of it. So get clear on what's your why and write it down so that when you get through these moments like I am going through right now, you're able to reframe your mind because you have your why. And so that's very important. So now that you've been able to still your mind and go back to your why, we then have to do the very next step, which is crucial, because this is a huge problem I also see. And that is that we lack our ability to organize. When we get flustered and we become caught up in the spins of the worlds of the stress and the people needing things from you, people wanting things from you, you having to provide of your energy, of yourself, of your talent, of your everything. If you're a parent, you know what I'm talking about. It's always give, give, give. If you're not a parent and you're head of household, you know what I'm talking about because you have to take care of your bills. If you're a kid, you still know what I'm talking about because your teachers are demanding of you as well. So no matter what age you are, no matter what gender you are, we all experience this. Wouldn't you agree? That we get under stress because there's so much demand on us and there's so much to focus on. So getting organized is key to making all this work. Okay? Because now we center our mind and then we go back to our why. And then we regroup and say, okay, how are we going to get organized? We start by decluttering. We want to declutter every aspect of our life as much as we possibly could. And how do we do that? Well, let's start with the physical, right? Let's declutter, say, our tribe. Are the people in your life helping you get where you want to get? Are they being there for you in a positive way? Are they encouraging you? Or are they trying to fill your mind with doubt? How do they relate to you? You want to see that and only allow into your life on a more permanent basis, like the people that you spend more time with. Because of course we have family, we're not going to disown family, but I mean, you don't have to hang around with them if they're not serving you. And what I'm talking about is your belief within yourself and your belief within your future. You want to be around people who are going to uplift you and believe in you. All right, so that's one thing. Let's look at food. Let's declutter our system from all the junk. Our body works best when eating healthier foods, correct? Right? Who wouldn't agree with that, right? Everybody knows that. Make it in the comments if you agree that eating healthier will benefit you. So the next thing that we can look at is also your house. Is your house a mess? I'm learning from Kaylin Light, and she is actually a YouTuber as well, and she does feng shui and also readings, and I've been learning feng shui from her, and she has taught me a lot, and I'm implementing those things into my life. And as I'm implementing them, I'm seeing the changes. So something that I would urge you to do is to declutter. So make sure that you are decluttering your home as well. Remove those old energies. Get rid of the things you no longer use. Open up the spaces. Learn some feng shui. and you'll see a lot more tips on how to declutter your home. You're going to feel the energy change. Whether you're spiritual or not, it's going to feel like you can breathe better. It's just going to feel like less cluttered. And as it feels less cluttered, your mind has less things to focus on, and it can focus on the things you need to focus on, that you want to focus on, to attract all those things that you want. So we've already talked about nutrition, we've talked about tribe, we've talked about home. We can talk about so many other things, and I'll make sure to make other videos about all those things. But I wanted to make sure that today you learned how to continue to manifest those things that you've been working so hard at. We work so hard at manifesting these things, and then something happens and just life stresses us out and we lose track. And then it just sucks. So why don't we just gather ourselves together? Go back to being still. Go back to our why. Because that's going to build that emotion, that excitement of why we're doing this, why we wanted this in the first place. And then let's get organized. Because by getting organized, we can actually bring these things into our existence. So as a little extra bonus, because I have it here and I wanted to give you guys, here is one thing that I do to ground my energies and to raise my vibe. All right, so I want you to pick something that works for you. And I would love it if you shared it in the comments, because that way other people can see that and get other ideas as well. So make sure to put that in the comments, okay? And if you enjoyed this video so far, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Ring that notification bell. So here is my trick. Have you ever heard of earthing or grounding? If so, let me tell you, it works wonders. You can go back and look at the science behind it. But here's the thing, just 20 minutes. I know it sounds like a lot, but even 5 minutes will make a difference. But 20 minutes is scientifically proven that it is going to remove the negative ions and recharge your body. So by grounding, by putting your feet into the dirt and just clawing at that dirt and taking deep breaths as you're doing this, what you're doing is you're allowing the earth to take that energy, that extra anxiety, that extra stress, and just like give it to the earth and allow her to heal you. It actually can do so many things, much more than even just distress you. I would urge you to go look into grounding. Look at it. They call it earthing. You find that, and I'm telling you, if you put this into practice, world of a difference, especially for those that are always on their phones, always on the computer, always in front of a screen of some form. How many of you don't know someone that's already like that, right? How many of you don't know someone who's been like that in the past? And if grounding is introduced into their life, huge difference. It's what I do. It's what I have my kids do. I swear by it. Now, that is my extra bonus to grounding. And here's my extra bonus to raising your vibration. I dance, as you guys have seen in my different videos. In order to raise your vibration, you want to do things that bring joy into your life. You want to do things that make you feel good. Have a good laugh. Watch that funny movie. Spend time with family or friends. Do a little dance. This is my happy dance. You know, sometimes it's exercise. You know, do your exercise. Sometimes is, I don't know. There could be so many things. So find your thing and share that also in the comments, because that might also help somebody else. And you never know who you're going to be helping with your tips and your guidance. I look forward to seeing you guys again. Next Wednesday, we'll be here again, learning more about how to get the universe to give you everything you want if you prepare yourself. So thank you guys for watching. And of course, like always, I will be here providing you celestial guidance. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. I so appreciate you being here. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that little notification bell so that you can continue to receive content every time that I upload. Thank you so much, and you have a blessed day.